We are back with another beautiful segment of Iconic Konvo with
You already know your girl Diamond, and you know who this mess
the goofball with the goofballs with the goofballs. Deshaun talks. You already know what it is. We're coming in hot. We're having a phenomenal conversation. Listen, I am
We're
digesting.
coming in with the truth.
Yeah, I am digesting this truth.
Yeah.
Because it is good for me.
And we got the honey for the honey.
I know.
Okay.
Listen,
There you go.
I'm suing today.
You doing?
I'm suing right now.
There
I'm
you
suing.
go. The honey for the
Because I
honey.
had two witnesses, so you getting sued. I don't care if you're my business partner. You getting sued for stealing my hashtags, my slogans. People getting
Now,
sued
you know
around
I'm
here.
gonna use that hashtag.
Yes,
now,
the
right?
honey for the honey, yo.
I'm really suing now. You see this?
Whatever.
I'm really suing now. All right?
Whatever.
If I don't get royalties,
And
Really
look, I'm
good.
gonna be right behind
Right.
you.
You know.
Hashtag go sister.
and there is
Honey
no
for the
statute of
honey.
limitation on this type of suing, so I know this much. So I'm suing. All right.
Oh my
But
gosh.
I'm loving the
God.
conversation because one, as a city boy, I'm learning a lot. One, as an unhealthy person growing up in the hood, in the streets, not having the finances
Right.
to eat healthy. Let's be real.
Right.
Let's be real. So I don't do that fluffy conversation. We're gonna have real conversation. We're gonna have real conversation. Growing
That's
up,
why it's iconic.
you know, exactly. Growing up with, you know, in neighborhoods where the corner store was the store.
That was the story.
That was the store.
Right,
So let's
right.
not talk about this organic garbage. Organic is something new to me. You know, so when I'm listening to you talk about these benefits, these health benefits that we're having right now, it's a new concept to me. Because
Yes.
to me, health is a new thing now. It's a new trend, right?
Right.
We've always heard of it, you know, from a physical standpoint in sports, but not the nutrition side from my background, not our black family, because you know we had the collard greens, the fried chicken, you know,
Ham
the pork chop,
hock, all of that.
You know, that's good eating. That's what we used to call it, right?
Right.
But then you started telling me about your upbringing. You started telling me about your story. You started telling me about your benefits. Then, you know, you're a phenomenal pitcher. But then we started to get to know story behind the brand, which is
Right.
really what's important to me. Because the story behind the brand is the heart of the brand.
Right.
And I really want to dive into the heart of the brand because this is where the consumers want to know. Because they're looking at you. You look good.
No, I didn't
You look
always
expensive.
this good.
She got
You
the
know what I'm
honey for the
saying?
honey.
I love you, honey.
You know,
She has the honey for the honey.
You know, she got the honey for the honey. I'm suing you again. You know, I'm suing you again. Get my lawyer on the phone right now. Marie, where you at? I got one to sue. But people love a good story because when you told us that tragedy that took place.
Right.
So there's a couple different things that had came to mind that I wanted to talk about in this segment, right? One is when we talk about business, a lot of people don't know how to get the success that you have or how to get to where you're at. You talk about getting to Forbes.
Right. Okay.
You talk about getting on some of these. I see. I can't read the comments. They behind me. So
Honey, get you the honey.
whoever that is, I'm suing you too. If that's Michael, you getting sued.
Honey, get you the honey.
Whoever,
Yeah.
Michael, 108.9 getting sued. Everybody getting sued for stealing my tagline. Right, everybody getting sued, right?
Whatever.
All right. So a lot of people, they're looking up to you.
Right.
So I'm not saying give a blueprint, but I need you to be an inspiration right quick.
Okay.
Right, I don't need you to give no blueprint now, because they got to come through me as your manager to get paid for the
But
business.
she's
now
already
they
an
gotta-
inspiration. I
Right.
just want to put it out there. Because
no.
guess what? She's already been classified as the next Madam CJ Walker. Like, what are you
This is
talking
dope.
about? What are
This
you
is dope.
talking about?
However, my people that don't know who CJ Walker is needs to understand how to walk down your path.
Oh, we're going to have
Okay.
to school them. Take them to school.
Right?
Right.
So let's break this down. All right. So we
Fair
talked
enough.
we talked about this business. We talked about the highlights of this. That's great. That's awesome. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? However, that's not reality for 90% of business owners.
Right.
Right. And I also know you're like a brand ambassador for a lot of other people that's trying to scale and try to grow their brand.
Right.
You're actually reaching out beyond your own scope and saying, "Let me grab your hand,
Yeah.
and let me take you on this journey with me." Now that's where it matters to me.
Right.
This is
That's crucial.
This is when it's because
Excelsior.
success to me is not success if you can't duplicate
If
it.
you can't help.
Success
Right.
is not success to me if you can't help somebody less with you.
Right.
That is not success.
Right.
Right. But you are success because you're doing exactly some of those things that I highlighted. So talk to us about the aspect of your company that goes out and reach people, and how do you help or teach people to actually follow the trail that you have already preset, because it's not first.
Right.
Like you highlighted, I was the first black on this. I was the first black. that comes with a set of challenges.
Right.
Like
Oh,
you said,
yes.
when they look
It's
at
a whole set of
when they look
whole
at
set.
when they
Yes.
look at this, it was a challenge.
It was a challenge.
It's just this.
Still sometimes.
Challenge challenger.
So talk to that audience that's looking at you and say, "Wow, I'm really inspired.
Right.
I love what you're doing. I'm not getting the success that you're getting, but I would love to learn. I would love to grow. I would love to embark on you." How do you tailor these people? How do you help them? And what do you say to them? How do you help them with this process?
So, the first thing is health, right? Personal health.
Gotcha.
A lot of times we are wanting to be this individual, but we're not physically, mentally, spiritually, emotionally, holistically healthy, right?
Gotcha.
After my car accident, shout out to Jay Lopez, my body transformation coach, right? One thing we talked about was how can you be healthy and trying to say you're an entrepreneur and talking about health or talking about bettering yourself and you don't even look healthy yourself, right? Like, so it was a time now, I know
Big
this
facts.
looks really good and I'm here, but there was a time that I was like really, really like overweight. I would get up, I would go do an event, and I would come back and lay down because I was just so tired.
Exhausted.
I was just unhealthy. And so I had to really hear that word goes again, shifting your paradigm, right? When you shift your paradigm, you make your mind up, okay, I need to be healthy in order to be great, right? In order to be successful, because when you're healthy, that's when you're at your best, and then you can perform at your best. So that's where it started, right? Once I got that under control, and taking my pure stamina, we talked about that. And then doing all those things and working out, then I began to elevate because now I look good at what I'm doing. But not only am I looking good, now I'm teaching the community how to do these steps. But it first starts with yourself. It first starts with your mindset. Everybody talks about mental health. That is really, really critical because sometimes you want to be up here, but you're not mentally ready to be up here, right? Like, you want to be great. You want to be on celebrity status, but are you able to deal with all those different people that say, oh, your business not going to do nothing. Oh, you're not great. Or you're nothing. You're this. Like, all the talk that gets you here.
It's a lot more of that than the
Either
positive.
you're going to fall into it or you're going to use that as your stepping stool and keep going higher. Because
Gotcha.
again, a lot of people didn't believe in Truth Honey. They didn't believe in anything that I was doing. They didn't believe in my brother when he said, oh, we finna go get some metric tons of honey. They didn't believe that, right? And so they didn't believe, hey, you a beekeeper. You don't look the look, but you don't have to look the look to do the part. And so when you're genuinely really here to help individuals and other people, that's when the most success come for me, right? Yes, I'm up here with all the celebrities in here, but my peace and my whole happiness is when I'm able to teach somebody something that they didn't know, or because when I was coming in, nobody taught me this stuff. It was, oh, I can't let her get ahead of me because she might take what I have. This table is like so big, right? We could create our own tables and make our own money, but you also need to listen to wise nuggets and teachings and make sure that you are compiling them, and you need a team. Like, we have to help each other. That's just how it is. You help another person get to where they are, and all your blessings will trickle down on you when you need it, right? Because what's for you is for you. And what's not is not. And so when you realize that, that's when things will start to just fall into place. I mean, I believe in helping people, okay? I don't believe in not giving knowledge. I can't take it with me. Like, what are we doing here? If I help you, then you know better, you do better. You help me, I know better, I do better. And that's just kind of how we go. I mean, yeah, that's it.
That's awesome. No, I think it's crucial because a lot of people, especially in our community, and I'm always going to tie it back to our community. I apologize.
That's okay. I'm here.
That's why I talk to majority of
Right.
the time.
That's what we need to talk
That's
about.
why I talk to, because I
Yes.
want to change the climate that we're living in.
Right.
I want to change the climax and the epidemic that stands against us. I want to change the future, right? And that starts with these type of conversations.
Right.
Correct.
So for me, when I look at everything you said, the mindset typically when it came down to business was, don't tell nobody your business idea. You hear me? Hey, don't-
Right. Right.
You know what I'm talking about.
Right.
Hey, don't go tell she's gonna steal your idea.
Right.
Or don't give her no information because she's gonna be your competitor, right?
Right.
One thing that you highlighted when you referenced the table, what she meant is, if you didn't catch that reference, is there's no such thing as competition until you create it.
Right.
Thank you.
All right. So if you really catch the reference, meaning she says there's enough seats at this table, there's no such thing. There's not enough. There's more than enough.
It's more than enough.
However, in business, one thing that we felt is we create more competitors than we create key partners.
Right. Right.
And I think that's another thing that your business does real well as well. Even though there are people in your particular field, instead of you viewing them as a competitor, which naturally they can be,
They can be.
but you
I don't look at it.
have a different side on it. You create what's
Right.
in the business model is called a key partner.
Key partner.
Can you, if you have a little time, can you highlight how you do that and how you're helping a lot of people in this key partnership system? Because again, if I got a honey brand, I'm going for your throat, mom. Right? But you look at me as like, no, you don't have to go my throat. How can we
Right.
cross these bridges together and we both benefit from the same system with a different clientele?
Right. So I have another company that I work with that I help. So it's kind of like it's powered by Truth Honey, right?
Awesome.
And they're called Blue Wolf 7. Okay. So they are getting into the honey world, creating a honey drink because I've already have crafted so many drinks.
Gotcha.
It's like, okay, you got the product, but what I am doing is I'm teaching you along the way how to make sure your business is established correctly. Because when you was talking to me when we was coming in, I was loving it because I already know, like, these are the things that you genuinely need to have with you with your
you.
business, right? So it was no offense taken because I already knew, like, yes, you need to get a trademark. Yes, you need to make sure that you are filing your taxes. Yes, you need to know that if you a corporation, either you're an S corp or a C corp,
Thank
and the
you.
difference in them, or LLC.
C,
Because if
right.
you a
Sole
C corp,
proprietor,
right,
da, da,
sole
da.
proprietor.
It's
Because if you a
all
C
about the
corp, you're gonna
taxes.
get taxes.
It's all
They're
about the
gonna
taxes.
be double taxes. If you're an S
all
corp,
about the
right.
taxes.
If you're
Exactly.
a nonprofit, so like all of those are critical. And so for me, because I've already done it like from 7 years back.
Gotcha.
I just want to help the next person do it correctly so you don't have to go through what I went through, right? Let's say, I could foresee these things happening, and then I could tell the next person, hey, do it this way and get it this way. I never forget, I met the owner of Sakari Liquor Brands, right? She's a Black woman. I mean, she's
Awesome.
just doing her thing. And so we sat down and had just a genuine conversation, and she was like, look, I'm going to help you. I'm going to tell you what you need to do because that's just what we're here for.
Love it.
We are here to help. If we get big and then don't reach back to bring them back up with us, what are we doing? Like, what are
What is
we
your purpose?
doing?
Yep.
I don't like it when people get so high up here and they can't reach back and just say,
And
hey,
their
let me
nose
pour
is
back
just
into the community.
Yep.
Right. I look at,
Exactly.
y'all know this is my girl. I look at Monica Kaufman Pearson. She is like everything right in Atlanta. Okay. So
Yes.
when she met me, it's so funny. When her husband and her met me, she was like, this is just so good. And I was like, oh, thank you, trying not to be like
No, I
a
got
fan.
you.
And, you know,
Gotcha,
so,
gotcha.
you know how you like, she was like, just come to my house and just bring it to me. And I'm thinking to myself, what? I wanted to be a news
Right.
anchor like Monica Kaufman. Like, she set the tone
Exactly,
for us
for
to do that,
everybody.
right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, man. So then when she was like, come over. And so, I went over and she was like, you know how you just try to, maintain. But she was like, listen, I am here to really help you be what you need to be. So like as a mentor, when she teaches me these different things, like when she say,
Yeah.
did you do your trademark? Did you do? And she said at one time she was speaking at an event and she was like, yeah, that's my little sister. Did you trademark your name? I was like, what? And so, but those things are like really, really critical because when you get somebody who's going to help you, take it. Like, don't take it for granted. Don't just use it for
Thank
whenever you need
you.
something. Like, I've never had to say, can I have this? Can you do this? It's just never been that rapport. Build a genuine rapport with people and they'll genuinely want to help you. Like, don't try to get something for nothing, right?
Yep.
I don't know. I just never been that person to really try to get something for nothing. I really want to get to know you. And then whatever spirals from that, then that's what happens, right?
Absolutely.
And that's just kind of how I built all the things like you see with people.
Right.
Awesome.
And that's
Yeah.
amazing. And I like what you said, building rapport and genuinely giving back and just not, not just being a taker all the
Right.
time. It's things that are reciprocated.
That's
you know,
it.
and people need to live in their authentic truth. And I
That's
say
it.
that so many times, and I love that word. That's my main word. Authenticity and phenomenal. Those two things I will always say over and over because those are my truth.
Right.
I've learned so much about authentic people. I've come across some that will
Ooh,
just stomp
we
all
know.
over you to get to the next
get to
level.
the next level.
Okay, and that's the reason for my brand, next
Right.
level promotion.
See?
Because together we're gonna go to the next level, and that's what I saw in you when we first met. Shout out to Gerald Sharon from Georgia Spartans.
Right.
Whoop,
Whoop, whoop. You know, we
he's
gotta
one of
do
our
that.
sponsors,
Okay.
so shout out. So it's just you being yourself. You had a beautiful smile. You were just so down to earth, and you're just like, "No, girl, come try this," And then I was just like, "Really? This is for me?" And she's like, "Yeah, you can have it." And I was just like, "You know what? As a matter of fact, let me get the guys over here." So I got the guys, and they
Yeah,
kept
she
spending
did.
and spending, and I was just like, "See, that's what we do. You look out for me. I'm gonna make sure they
Right.
come and purchase stuff."
Right.
So it was just a beautiful relationship. And when I reached out to you and you said you were gonna come on to the show, I was just like, awesome, because I believe we need to put the spotlight on all of our people, not just women or men or children.
Yes.
That's what it's about, because we are heavily involved in the community and we believe in bridging the gap. Right? There is
Right.
a huge gap. And
It
why there's a
is.
gap, it's a rift because of what you just said, and I'm bringing it back. It's because people, when you get to a certain level,
Yeah.
they forgot from whence they came.
Where they came.
Okay.
Right.
And then they always have the nose up and don't want to educate others
of how
on
they got
how
there.
to
Right.
get where they are. And even though we know that competition is healthy in any business,
In any
because if we don't
business.
have a competitor, then
Then right.
what is
Because
it?
I got a lot of honey competitors out
See,
there.
exactly. But it's good competition.
But it is.
Okay.
It's healthy.
And that's how you set yourself apart from
Stay
everybody
above the
else.
power curve,
If it was just
yeah.
only you, then there's nobody to compare you to.
Right.
What's the comparison?
Right.
So to say a lot is to say, listen, she's very wise, okay? Be your authentic self. Give back. It doesn't cost you anything. All it's going to do is elevate you, and make sure that your mindset is together if you're trying to get to the next level.
And walk in your truth.
Yes.
I like something she highlighted that I want to bring it back before we get to you advertising everything about your business. 'Cause we're going to make sure we get that out the way. all
Yes.
But before we get that, there's one thing I do want to highlight. So while we're talking about the health epidemic, women are phenomenal at this. Men, we suck. We don't even go to the doctor.
Yeah, she took charge. I love that.
I mean, I'm gonna keep it real with y'all. Y'all can laugh at me all y'all want. I don't
She's
give a
my
rat's.
motivator now.
I'm
I gotta get me
gonna do
back.
it like it is, right?
Got this-
Up big, sis.
Right.
Yes,
so
look.
I can see how easy it is for women to buy this. I can see it. I can see the marketing tool.
Ding, ding,
you put
ding,
this in my
ding.
hand, I'll make 1,000,000 women buy it right now. This is not that difficult
Men
to make
buy
women
it
buy
too
it.
now.
Hold up now, but not like that. But I can
Yes,
see
they
it.
do.
Yeah, if
Okay,
you're
well.
beautiful like you, not ugly like
Oh
me,
my God.
it's different. It's different. Depends on whose hands is selling it, right? So, because women are so in tune with their health and their physical look.
Right.
That's true.
This is a big
That's
business.
true.
Let's be real. Women are this is big business, right? So women will do these things as long as it makes me look better, a little bit better than
Right.
what I currently look, right? Now, let's talk about the men and why they should consider, understanding the benefit of how they should invest in these type of products,
Right.
particularly your product, Truth and Honey, because men we're egotistical. We need our egos to be stroked.
Oh,
we like to
Lord.
stroke our egos.
Especially this one.
You guys have been stealing. You guys have been stealing my hashtag. The honey's gonna get
Honey
into
for
the
the
honey.
honey.
For the honey. Listen, I'm gonna say it right now, live, and they try to steal my stuff.
Look, excuse me, it's already on the board.
I don't give a
already on
rat's.
the board.
This has been pre-recorded the whole time. All right. So, tell me the health benefits for a man
Okay.
You know, and you know what we like. So talk to us in the way that we like what
It's
we
an
like.
aphrodisiac.
Yeah, talk to me the
It's
way
an
I like to be taught.
aphrodisiac.
Okay.
All right, talk to me the way that I like, because that's the only thing men care about, that they want to go buy for. Other than that,
Sometimes, but I'm gonna talk to
other
you
than that, we're
about
gonna go right
it.
back to tea.
Aphrodisiac.
We're gonna go right back to tea.
Stamina.
Okay. I'm gonna go right back to tea.
Okay, so my men crowd. Oh Lord, I love you guys. So a lot of times y'all talk about stamina, and
You know, women talk about stamina to us, so we got to.
but you know you got
we
to
got
deal with it. So
yeah,
of
we got to
course,
deal with
so
it.
you
Yeah.
need the stamina,
We
you
gotta
need
deal with
the
it.
energy.
Yeah.
And sometimes you know you may be doing all this wild stuff. You can get pain in your knees and inflammation, all of that
Bad
stuff,
back.
right? Okay, bad back,
Yeah.
right? So we have a wellness drink called Pure Stamina.
Okay.
My transformation coach uses it. A lot of men is like really big on this. It's really for everybody, but men in particularly because it has certain products in it that help the body. So like we have beets, beets like we was talking about
Right.
gives you energy, right?
Gotcha.
It increase your blood flow. It lowers your blood pressure, your cholesterol. The carrots, the cherries, and it helps with
that's a lot.
eyesight. Yes, and then you got your ginger and your alkaline water. And so it does a number of things. So first thing is you have to detoxify your liver, right?
Awesome.
We're putting a lot of things into our body that sometimes causes us to not have energy, to have high blood pressure, or, just not be able to function properly. However, when you drink the Pure Stamina, it detoxifies your liver, but it gives you that energy you need when you're performing. So men really need that, and it helps their prostate. Now let's talk about that. It helps
There you
their
go. See?
prostate.
Talk to us.
Okay, so a lot of times men don't want to go get their prostate checked
I
because
just
they
said we
don't
don't
like
do
the
it.
Scared of
process
cats.
or
Scared of
whatever.
cat
But you have to check your
I ain't having
prostate.
no other man violate me.
It does. Oh my God! First of all,
Isn't
see,
that what men think
that's
about?
What they,
I'm thinking like how they think
my
about.
God,
Ain't no other man gonna be
but listen,
violating me.
Let me tell you,
You tripping.
they're gonna put you to sleep anyway. You're not even gonna.
Oh,
know.
now they gonna violate me when I'm sleeping. This is worse. So I won't even know what happened.
What I'm saying is,
You made it worse.
Listen, no, but it's critical because that's what attacks our black men, right?
Very
the
true.
prostate, okay? Just like thyroid issues is really, really prominent in the black community. People don't know that. Your eyes bulge out, you got
We learned that
borders
recently,
and
85%.
like, you know what I'm saying? That's our percentage, right? So check your prostate, please, 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 because you don't have prostate cancer. When it goes in your prostate, it can go to your whole body. It can spread, okay? Now, drink your Pure Stamina, truthhoney.com. Okay, Pure Stamina.
Honey for the
That
honey.
Honey for the honey, a.k.a. Dijon.
I'm suing. I'm suing.
But seriously though, for the men though, that is something that helps. It's like an overall just health and wellness for our men. And then I do a it's called a brain booster that takes the oxidative stress off your brain, but it also helps with the men's organs and vital parts on the inside. So it just lubes your body.
Right. So
Helps you perform.
I would love for you to go ahead because we have to wrap it up.
Yes, we do.
Because, so much information. Let the viewers know where they could find you, your website, your @s on social platforms.
How we can support you.
All right. So everybody go to truthhoney.com. TURUTH. Look, I can even spell my own business. Okay. TURUTH honey.com. You can find me on Facebook, the page of Truth Honey, Facebook, Truth Honey, Instagram, the page of Truth Honey. We have Truth Honey Foundation, saving the lives of the honeybees.
Awesome.
You can support us there and just follow me and check me out, and you'll see everything that we're doing.
Or just stay tuned to Ikonic Konvo and follow Dijon Talks and Next Level Promotion, your girl Michelle Diamond. And we will have all the contact info for you because guess what? We're going to bring her back another time because we have lots to do. We're going to have to do some events.
Okay.
Okay, so stay tuned, y'all.
All right, fellas, you heard it here for it. If you want to get to the honey, you got to get the honey, okay?
Yes.
So, with that being said, we want to give a shout out to Power 108.9 for always hosting us and being a great caterer to us and providing us an amazing platform. So, we are hella grateful. Young lady, we thank you for
Thank
coming
you
and
for
joining us out on a
having me.
Monday night.
I
You know
know,
what I'm saying?
right?
We
Yes.
appreciate everything that you're doing. If you're not following her, if you're not supporting her, make sure you check her out on IG, TikTok, wherever she's at. Support, follow. Let's work on our health, everybody, because tomorrow is not promised, but today is. So let's make the best of today.
That's
That's
Iconic
right.
60.
So we'll catch you every first and third Monday, 8 p.m. to 9 p.m. only on Ikonic Konvo with
Diamond,
and Dijon Talks. We're out.
Michael's going to beat you.